In this video, I will talk about solving inequalities. So when you're solving inequalities, it's almost exactly the same as solving a regular equation with an equal sign. So if you don't know how to solve an equation with an equal sign, I would recommend going and watching my video called Balancing Equations. That gives just a brief overview on how to solve for a variable. And so once you watch that, then you'll have a good idea of how to solve equations. And then you can hop back over here and learn how to solve inequalities. So, for example, I'm just going to solve an equation first. Let's say I have negative 2x plus 3 equals 6. So I'm just going to solve this really quickly. So we would subtract 3 on both sides. I'm going to bring down the negative 2x. Those 3's cancel out, equals 6 minus 3 is 3. And then I would divide by negative 2 on both sides. So x equals, I'll just keep it like a fraction, a negative 3/2. So that's just solving an equation with an equal sign. Now let me show you what the difference is when it's an inequality. So I'll take those same numbers. So negative 2x plus 3, and now I'm just going to change the equal sign into an inequality. So let's just say less than or equal to 6. So I'm going to solve this just like normal, so subtract 3 on both sides. So I'll bring down that negative 2x, those 3's cancel, is less than or equal to 6 minus 3 is 3. Divide by negative 2 on both sides. Okay, so those negative 2's divide to 1, so I just have an x over here. Okay, now here is where inequalities are different from regular equations. Anytime you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip the inequality sign. So where we started out with less than or equal to, because I divided by a negative right here, then I have to flip the sign. So now instead of less than, now it's going to be greater than or equal to. And then I'll just bring that answer down and I'm going to keep it like a fraction, a negative 3/2. And that's our answer. So that is the only difference when you're solving inequalities, is whenever you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip the inequality sign. So if it starts out as a greater than or equal to, and you multiply or divide by a negative, you would flip it to a less than or equal to. Or if it starts as a greater than, then you would flip it to a less than. If it starts as a less than or equal to, you would flip it to a greater than or equal to. Or if it starts as a less than, then you would flip it to a greater than. So it flips whenever you multiply or divide by a negative. I used to work with a math teacher, and the way she would help her students remember this is she would shake her fist and she would say, "Those flippin' negatives." So that's one way that you can remember. Just whenever you multiply or divide by a negative, you flip the inequality sign. And that's the only difference. Other than that, you just solve it the same way you would solve a regular equation with an equal sign. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped. Please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And please comment below any other math topics that you would like me to cover. Thanks for watching.